Hello everyone, it's Emmett with Arborjet again. We are back at our chlorotic parking lot oak tree. As you can see, the conditions have started to show again. This tree still looks a heck of a lot better than it did 2 years ago when we started treating this one. So 2 years ago, I injected this tree with the medium rate of Muennink FE, which is 10 milliliters per inch. And we also applied Shortstop, our growth regulator. And so here we are almost 2 years to the day. Today is Tuesday, June 13th. The last treatment was on June 17th of 21. So we're about 2 years almost to the day. And we're looking at this tree. We can see kind of up here above my head, we got some scorching, some pretty significant chlorosis symptoms. And then also kind of on this section here. So when I was here 2 years ago and I rewatched that video, I said that this tree was on the moderate to severe spectrum of chlorosis. Now that I'm back at it 2 years later, I would say that this tree is more to the light, moderate spectrum of chlorosis. So we do have some leaf scorch going on, but mainly just some light chlorosis on the leaves. We've got our telltale lime green with green mid veins on it. Try not to trip here. Let's see what I can grab. So actually, some of these leaves look pretty good. And then we get over here in some areas. And we can see a bit more of the chlorosis, some spotting on those leaves. So definitely more on the moderate, light to moderate spectrum, as opposed to last year being on the moderate to severe. And so what we're doing today is we are treating this tree again. Today I'm choosing to use the high rate of Muennink FE. So like I said in my previous video, this tree has overdrawn its nutrient bank account, and we're making a direct deposit of nutrients so that the tree can budget those out over several years. And so oftentimes what I see, so I use the medium rate, 10 milliliters. I could have gone higher 2 years ago and perhaps got an additional year of green up out of that treatment, but I went the medium rate. And so this year we're gonna bump it up. We're gonna do the high rate. It's 15 milliliters per inch. So often what I see with chlorotic trees, especially if they haven't been treated in a long time, you have this tree that's sitting in a parking lot island, chlorotic, meaning it's not producing chlorophyll, which means it's not photosynthesizing correctly. So it's sitting here starving to death. And after that first treatment, we get a lot of improvement. And back to my bank account analogy, we bring it out of the red and into the black, but we don't really know how much dose it needs to get all the way into the black. And so what I see a lot of times is after that first treatment, we see a positive response. And here we are 2 years later, we're gonna give it the high rate now. And I expect this tree to have a very positive response. And we're gonna push this thing all the way into the black in its nutrient bank. And it's gonna look really good for the next probably 3 to 4 years. And so I've actually already injected half of the tree. And I'm gonna go over here to my tree IV, or actually my F-series system, and we'll turn it on and we'll get the other half of the tree injected. So this tree's grown an inch since I was last here. It's 13 inches now. What I'm doing, I actually increased my number of injection sites. So normally I recommend half the diameter as your injection sites, which would tell me roughly 6 injection sites on this tree. I bumped that up, I did 12. That's going to help me get more uniform distribution into the canopy. And so the 15 milliliter rate of Muennink FE is 195 milliliters for the entire tree. I went ahead, I did 200 milliliters for this tree. It was a little bit more than 13 inches. So I put 100 milliliters in the first bottle. And now I've got another 100 milliliters, and I've diluted it with 5 parts water. So I have a 600 milliliter dose in my F-series bottle here. And so you can see I've got my harness, 6 injection sites. It's all ready to go. Bottle's under pressure at 80 PSI. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up and get this going. You can already see that level's dropping. When I started, it was at the E. So this tree is going to absorb our 600 milliliter dose very quickly. Red oaks take the product very, very fast, and so they're ring porous. We've also had pretty good soil moisture in the Dallas area so far this year. Had some storms roll through last night, actually, and so we can see that level of materials dropping very quickly. I have not noticed any difference in performance with Muennink FE, using it diluted or undiluted with the quick jet air. I just I started using this F series again, treating some oak wilt and things like that, and I remembered how much fun it is to watch that level drop, so I figured I'd show that today. We're about done here. Should see some air pushing through the lines any second. See if there's anything else I need to cover while we're waiting on this to finish up. I'll continue to follow up on this tree. Here we go. Got the air pushing through. I'll continue to follow up on this tree. I'm gonna try to take a picture once a week over the next few weeks. And I expect over the course of 3 to 4 weeks, this tree will look significantly improved. And feel free to ask any questions. Either shoot me a direct message or just leave it down in the comments. Thank you.